Mm-mm-mm, you. Mm-mm-mm, mm-mm-mm, you. Mm-mm-mm, mm-mm-mm. I'm badass. You're good ass. You're goody goody two shoes. Goody goody two shoes. Hey, this is Big Les. This is Movie Critics Waste of Popcorn. And I'm going to tell you something right now. Ash versus the Evil Dead on Stars was canceled. And I'm telling you, okay, because I'm 49 and I started watching uh, Bruce Campbell, Sam Rami, and the Family in 1981, and I was 11 years old. So, okay, you call it quits. It ran its course over almost 50 years. What, 40 years? Just, just, I'm such a big fan. Such a big fan. Chainsaw in hand. Just see that? Can you see it? You know why? You know why it's dark down here? And I cut the light bulb out because I'm going to watch this over and over and over again all day long. Look, we look like each other. Let me tell you something, man. The reasons why Evil Dead has been canceled, it's PC. It's this political correctness bullshit. In the TV series on Stars, Ash does every fucking thing we did in the late 70s and 80s. And that's no seatbelt in the car, smashing a few beers while behind the wheel, talking to women in a cheaply orderly fashion and watching them react. All this kind of stuff. Smoking weed, having a pot stash, you know. I love the part where he told Lucy Lawless because it was two of her. He said if we had a threesome, would it still be like a twosome because you're the same person just split. Her face was priceless. And he said, well, I'm just saying, I used to do stuff, I actually did stuff like that in the 90s when I was in my 20s. I was pretty much Ash because this girl at work, she said, this boy approached me about having a threesome. And I was like, she was talking to, her other home girl. And I replied, well, won't y'all have one with me, so you can get comfortable. Ash, man, I'm telling you, Ashy Slashy. Ashy Slashy. That by dawn. That by dawn. Who is that in my fruit salad? Come here. Come here. Something's down here. Open this goddamn door. You're not going to find this kind of cinema anymore, man. You're not going to find this fun. It's fun. We didn't actually. You know what? The reasons why, because kids don't have parents to raise them today. They have children raising them. So it's children raising children raising children. That's the reason why they're so impressionable. They don't have that belt. They don't have that ass whipping. They don't have consequences in the reactions of what they do. So they get so impressionable. You watch an Ash do all this stuff and say, well, he can get away with it, I can get away with it. And that's the reasons why it's so frightful to have Donald Trump in office. Well, digging up his nose. You're the president of the United States. You're digging up your nose on camera. You're hawking your daughter's jewelry and purses. You're wearing mismatched suits. And you're supposed to be a fucking symbol of the most powerfulest man in the world. Christ. If he can get away with calling white supremacist friends and Mexicans can't do anything, can't get the job done because they're Mexican, and blacks don't have nothing to lose, and just if he can get away with all this stuff, man, sleeping with prostitutes, using government funds, and If he can get away with it, everybody feels that they can get away with it. And that's what's going on. You know, the two blacks that got kicked out of Starbucks, and the way you're talking to people, and it's a reflection. It's worsened. I remember the part when it was two ashes, and Pablo said, "You're a racist, but not that racist." He said, especially against Asians. He said, "Well, how could I be? They give such good massages with their tiny little hands." It was fucking hilarious, man. It's hilarious. I don't have to define myself, but for the sake of, I'll define myself to you, PC fucks. Okay? Yes, we, as a teenager, we did get a keg of beer and put it in the trunk and put the hose through the back seat and rode around with foam cups and got fucked up drunk. And when the police pull you over, there's no evidence. You just scoot the hose back and behind the seat and ask the officer, "What the fuck is wrong with you?" You know. And so, yeah, that was something that we did. Did we smoke weed? Who fucking didn't smoke weed? Well, my principal in the high school said, "Hey, if you're gonna drink, if you're gonna smoke, do it in the inside of the building where I can't catch you and they can't see you, because you're giving the school a bad reputation." We can dig it. We just didn't get caught. So the bleachers was out of order, but we went to Fonzie's bathroom. Hey, one the bathroom at Fonzie's office. So I couldn't imagine, some white boy going in there taking his shit, because it's Fonzie's office. You're not going to take a shit in Fonzie's office. Hey, he got girls in there. All the stuff that they used to do in the 1950s, in those 50s and 1950 movies, the 1960 movies, man, shut up. You know, it's just sad that y'all don't get to have the same entertainment that we had. That's all. Ashy slashy. You know that doll is like $211 on Amazon. I went to go buy one for my collection. I can't get the ashy slashy doll. Well, on with the show. Bruce Sam